On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
Vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Midwife.
A person trained to assist women during childbirth and to provide care for the mother and baby.
Examples:
Professional midwife. Serve as midwife. The clinical midwife assisted with the delivery of the baby.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Revive.
To bring back to life, consciousness, or strength, to restore.
Examples:
Revive my energy. Revive an old friendship. They revived the tradition of holding a parade on the main street every year.
Faint.
Not strong, clear, or vigorous, slight or weak.
Examples:
Faint memory. Faint aroma of roses. She heard a faint, nearly invisible scream.
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sights are within walking distance.
Umbilical.
Relating to a flexible cord-like structure that connects a developing fetus to the placenta in the mother's uterus during pregnancy, called umbilical cord, connected or corresponding closely to something essential, such as a source of nourishment or support.
Examples:
Umbilical blood. Umbilical hernia. The umbilical cord is a vital lifeline between a mother and her unborn baby.
Cord.
A strong, thick, or thin thread or rope, a piece of plastic-coated wire used to transport electricity to a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Spinal cord. Electrical cord. Your spinal cord is located deep within your body.
Belly.
The front part of the body below the chest, containing the stomach and bowels, the rounded or curved part of an object, such as a ship or aircraft.
Examples:
The belly of the ship. With an empty belly. She had a tattoo just above her belly button.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Bedrock.
The solid rock underlying soil or alluvium.
Examples:
Bedrock foundation. Bedrock geology. The bedrock beneath the soil is extremely solid and stable.
Glimpse.
A brief or partial view, the act of seeing something or someone for a very short time or only partly.
Examples:
A momentary glimpse. Passing glimpse. Our team caught a glimpse of the world-class technique in this game.
Apologetic.
Feeling or expressing regret, remorse, or sorrow for one's actions, making an apology or expressing an excuse for something.
Examples:
Apologetic tone. Apologetic letter. He was apologetic for being late to the meeting.
Spark.
To start something or make it grow, especially suddenly, to emit a tiny piece of fire or electricity.
Examples:
Spark his interest. Spark a chain reaction. The bankruptcy of the giant conglomerate sparked turmoil in the stock market.
Singular.
Being only one of its kind, unique.
Examples:
Singular purpose. Singular goal. The singular beauty of the night sky never ceases to amaze him.
Snowflake.
A small, thin, delicate piece of snow, a person, especially a young person, who is perceived as overly sensitive, easily offended, or with an inflated sense of entitlement.
Examples:
Delicate snowflake. Snowflake pattern. The Christmas tree was beautifully decorated with delicate snowflake ornaments.
Matchless.
Without equal, too good to be compared to anything else, unparalleled or unbeatable.
Examples:
Matchless quality. A matchless experience. Her singing voice was matchless in its beauty and power.
Mash.
To crush or grind something into a soft, wet, pulpy mass, to talk or behave amorously, without serious intentions. Noun, a mixture of crushed malt grains and hot water.
Examples:
Mash his words. Potato mash. She mashed the potatoes with a fork until they were smooth and creamy.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Ancestry.
The family or the ethnic descent that you come from.
Examples:
A distinguished ancestry. Prehuman ancestry. He looked down on the royal ancestry of the neighboring country.
Mystery.
Something difficult to understand or explain, a secret or enigmatic quality that adds to the fascination or interest of something. A genre of fiction that involves the solution of a crime or a puzzle.
Examples:
mystery novel, unsolved mystery. The mystery surrounding the disappearance of the traveler has yet to be solved by authorities.
Conform.
To comply with standards, rules, or expectations set by others, to agree with or match something.
Examples:
conform to the ISO standard. Conform with popular opinion. The company's new policy requires all employees to conform to the dress code.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
gender-blind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Eccentricity.
The quality of being unconventional, peculiar, or odd in behavior, appearance, or ideas, of a celestial body, the state of having an unusual or peculiar shape or orbit.
Examples:
eccentricity of behavior. Personal eccentricity. His eccentricity made him stand out from the rest of the crowd.
Authenticity.
The quality of being real or genuine.
Examples:
authenticity verification. Lack authenticity. The museum's experts confirmed the authenticity of the painting.
Distinctive.
Having a quality or characteristic that makes it stand out from others.
Examples:
distinctive ability. Designed to be distinctive. His writing style was distinctive, with a clear and concise voice.
Birthright.
A right or privilege that is considered to be a natural or inherent possession, often as a result of birth or ancestry.
Examples:
birthright citizenship. Claim birthright. It was his birthright to inherit his father's estate.
Uncomfortable.
Providing or feeling physical discomfort or slight pain.
Examples:
an uncomfortable silence. With an uncomfortable face. His abusive words made me uncomfortable.
Deficit.
The total amount by which money spent is greater than money earned in a particular period of time, the property of being an amount by which something, especially an amount of money, is less than expected or required.
Examples:
Federal budget deficit. An accumulative deficit. Exchange rate fluctuations have increased that country's trade deficit.
Disorder.
An untidy state or a lack of organization, a physical condition or illness that causes problems with how a section of the body or brain functions.
Examples:
The files are in complete disorder. People with bipolar disorder. The doctor prescribed some medicine for the mental disorder.
Uncover.
To remove the cover from something, to discover something previously unseen or hidden.
Examples:
Uncover a potential problem. Uncover the truth. He continued his investigation and soon uncovered another crime.
Labor.
Productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples:
Seasonal labor. Manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Cervical.
Relating to the neck or the cervix, equals the narrow passage forming the lower end of the uterus.
Examples:
Cervical cancer. Cervical spine. She must undergo a cervical screening to check for abnormalities in her reproductive system.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Uterus.
A hollow muscular organ in the body of a woman or other female mammal in which a baby or young animal develops before birth.
Examples:
Uterus cancer. Bleeding from uterus. The physician prescribed medication to relieve the contraction of the uterus.
Stretch.
To make or be capable of making anything longer or broader without hurting or breaking.
Examples:
Stretch along the coast. Stretch a story. Some herds have been observed to stretch hundreds of kilometers.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
A magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Resist.
To refuse to accept something and attempt to prevent it from happening.
Examples:
resist temptation, resist being kissed. I chose to resist cancer by trying every possible treatment.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
theory of the universe, expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
conclude a meeting, conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
norm of action, cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Hamster.
A small, furry rodent commonly kept as a pet, often used in research laboratories due to their small size and ease of handling.
Examples:
hamster wheel, pet hamster. It's important to clean your hamster's cage frequently to ensure their health and comfort.
Illusion.
A false idea or belief, especially about somebody or about a situation.
Examples:
optical illusion, illusion of being in forest. He could no longer tell the difference between illusion and reality.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples:
underneath the surface of the water, underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Dimension.
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples:
new dimension, the crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Merge.
To combine or integrate things, or to cause this to happen.
Examples:
merge into a new party. Merge those systems into a new one. This consulting firm decided to merge the two companies into one.
Nowhere.
Not in, at, or to any place, not anywhere.
Examples:
nowhere else to go. Come out of nowhere. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere.
Sacred.
Connected with religion or religious purposes, worthy of respect or dedication because of a connection with a god.
Examples:
sacred music, the halo of a sacred image. This space is a private office sacred to the president.
Awe.
A feeling of respect and wonder inspired by someone or something greatly admired.
Examples:
a feeling of awe, in awe of the situation. The awe-inspiring mountains dominate the landscape.
Remission.
A period of time when a disease or condition is no longer present or active, a lessening or reduction of symptoms or intensity, forgiveness or pardon for sins or debts.
Examples:
complete remission, clinical remission. The cancer patient was delighted to hear that their disease was in remission.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
cancer diagnosis, cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Marrow.
A soft, fatty, vascular substance in the cavities of bones, in which blood cells are produced, the choicest or most essential part of some idea or experience.
Examples:
the marrow of a speech, vegetable marrow. The soup was made with bone marrow, giving it a rich and savory flavor.
Transplant.
To move or transfer something from one place or person to another, to take living tissue or an organ from one person, animal, part of the body, etc., and put it into or onto another.
Examples:
transplant a heart, transplant my family to America. He tried to transplant the seedling into a larger pot.
Odds.
The degree or probability that a particular thing will or will not happen.
Examples:
odds in favor, odds of business. What are the odds that he will survive?
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
have genetic testing, a genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
chemical reaction, trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
typical leader, fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Sibling.
A brother or sister, member of a family born to the same parents.
Examples:
Have a sibling quarrel. Play with my siblings. Children often copy their parents or elder siblings.
Jealousy.
A feeling of resentment or bitterness towards someone because they have something that you desire.
Examples:
Jealousy feeling towards another person. Burn with jealousy. His jealousy of his brother's success caused a rift in their relationship.
Competition.
A situation in which someone is attempting to beat or outperform another.
Examples:
The first round of the competition. Interspecific competition. Global competition is rising in virtually every industry.
Rejection.
The act of refusing to accept, use, or consider someone or something. In medicine, an immunological response that refuses to accept substances or organisms that are recognized as foreign.
Examples:
Transplant rejection. Rejection by community. His proposals were met with rejection.
Assemble.
To collect in one place as a single group.
Examples:
Assemble your colleagues. Assemble a jigsaw puzzle. The president began to assemble an army.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Premise.
A statement or proposition that is held to be true or from which a conclusion can be drawn.
Examples:
The major premise. Make a premise. The book's premise is that the main character must save the world from an impending disaster.
Straightforward.
Easy to do or understand, or simple, free from ambiguity.
Examples:
Straightforward manner. Make a straightforward dash. The defendant gave a straightforward and accurate description of the accident.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Chemotherapy.
The treatment of disease, particularly cancer, using special drugs that have a toxic effect on cancer cells, frequently used in conjunction with other therapies such as surgery and radiation.
Examples:
Chemotherapy regimen. Chemotherapy side effects. Many cancer patients undergo chemotherapy as a treatment option.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Donor.
A person or an organization that makes a gift of money, food, supplies, etc. to a cause or fund. In medicine, a person who gives blood or tissue or an organ to be used in another person.
Examples:
A transfusion of donor blood. An unnamed donor. His body rejected the liver of the donor.
Graft.
A transplanted portion of tissue or skin, often taken from one part of the body and used to repair or replace damaged or missing tissue in another part. A corrupt or illegal means of acquiring wealth or power through illicit or unethical methods.
Examples:
Graft surgery. Anti-graft law. The patient's skin graft procedure was successful, and he was released from the hospital.
Fraught.
Causing, accompanied by, or full of anxiety, tension, or stress.
Examples:
Become increasingly fraught. Fraught with danger. The negotiations were fraught with challenges and setbacks.
Lethal.
Causing or capable of causing death, extremely dangerous.
Examples:
Lethal injection. Lethal weapon. Malignant hypertension is the most lethal form of hypertension.
Reject.
To refuse to accept, consider, or use something or someone.
Examples:
Reject the proposal. Reject all imperfect merchandise. The company rejected the job candidate's application due to a lack of experience.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Misunderstand.
To interpret or understand something in the wrong way.
Examples:
Misunderstand each other. Misunderstand entirely about her. You should not misunderstand the meaning of freedom.
Betray.
To reveal or deliver to an enemy by treachery or disloyalty, to reveal something unintentionally.
Examples:
Betray a friend. Betray confidence. He felt betrayed when his best friend revealed their secret to the enemy.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Hesitant.
Unsure or uncertain about what to do or how to act, reluctant or unwilling to take action or make a decision.
Examples:
Hesitant response. Hesitant to take action. She was hesitant to speak in public, but eventually overcame her fear.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Wrongdoing.
An improper or illegal behavior or action.
Examples:
An accusation of wrongdoing. Willful wrongdoing. The CEO of the company denied any wrongdoing while admitting to mismanagement.
Forgiveness.
The act of stopping feeling angry or resentful towards someone for a mistake or offense with compassion.
Examples:
Forgiveness of liabilities. Beg for forgiveness. He gained debt forgiveness.
Woo.
To seek the affection or favor of someone, to court or pursue someone romantically or with flattery.
Examples:
Woo consumers. Woo voters with promises. He tried to woo her with his charm and wit.
Skeptical.
Doubting that something is accurate or useful.
Examples:
A skeptical attitude. Skeptical scientists. His religious and philosophical beliefs were utterly skeptical.
Holy.
Of or related to a god, divine power, or a particular religion.
Examples:
A holy man. A holy shrine. They gathered to hear the holy teachings of the Guru.
Cartoon.
A simple drawing depicting a humorous or critical situation, often accompanied by a caption.
Examples:
Cartoon character. Cartoon industry. He spent his afternoon watching cartoon movies on TV.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Harvest.
Yields of plants in a single growing season, the period of the year when gathering occurs on a farm.
Examples:
A scanty harvest. Reap a harvest. During harvest, farmers are incredibly busy.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Vein.
A blood vessel that carries blood from various parts of the body back to the heart, a mineral deposit or layer of rock that is contained within another rock formation.
Examples:
Spider vein. Collapsed vein. The nurse inserted the needle into the vein in his arm to draw blood.
Nucleus.
The central and most important part of something. Biology, a part of the cell containing DNA and RNA and responsible for growth and reproduction. Physics, the very dense central region of an atom.
Examples:
Form a nucleus. The nucleus of a team. DNA is stored in the nucleus of a cell.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Horrify.
To shock or disgust greatly.
Examples:
Horrify audience. Horrify victims. The series of terrorist attacks horrify the entire nation.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Risky.
Involving the possibility of danger, failure, or loss.
Examples:
Change risky behavior. A risky enterprise. It is extremely risky to sail in such a storm.
Quitter.
A person who gives up easily or does not have the determination to finish what they have started.
Examples:
Easy quitter. Serial quitter. He was labeled as a quitter after he abandoned the project halfway.
Session.
A formal meeting or series of meetings for the execution of a particular group's functions, a period spent doing a particular activity.
Examples:
The morning session. The court session. Parliament is now in session.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Brave.
Showing courage or fearlessness in the face of danger, difficulty, or adversity.
Examples:
Brave soldier. Brave decision. The brave firefighter rescued the family from the burning building.
Undergo.
To go through something unpleasant or that involves a change.
Examples:
Undergo surgery. Undergo a decrease. The train has to undergo rigorous safety checks.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Pride.
A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's achievements.
Examples:
Pride of a company. Hide his pride. She took great pride in her work, always striving for perfection.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
lift sagging skin, lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
a vulnerable bridge, vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Scary.
Causing fear or fright, frightening, intimidating.
Examples:
scary dream, scary story. The horror movie was so scary that I couldn't watch it alone.
Bucolic.
Relating to or characteristic of the pleasant aspects of the countryside or rural life, having a rustic, idyllic, or pastoral quality.
Examples:
bucolic setting, surrounded with bucolic charm. We enjoyed a bucolic picnic in the meadow, surrounded by rolling hills.
Healing.
The process of becoming or making somebody or something well again.
Examples:
natural healing ability. Part of the healing process. Each ancient tribe has its healing traditions.
Isolation.
The condition of being alone or lonely, the act or state of separation between persons or groups.
Examples:
isolation booth. The country's isolation. That incident led to his isolation.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Drain.
To empty or dry something by removing the liquid from it.
Examples:
drain water from the swamp. Drain excess liquid. Push the button and let the water drain away.
Currency.
A system of money in general use in a particular country.
Examples:
currency exchange. Digital currency. The currency used in this country is the euro.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Authentic.
Known to be real and what people say it is, not a fake or copy.
Examples:
an authentic signature. The sets were meticulously authentic. The stages of the play were meticulously authentic.
Chapter.
A separate section of a written work usually numbered and titled.
Examples.
An introductory chapter. Chapter of a political party. The final chapter provides a summary of the discussion.
Roar.
To make a loud, deep sound, like a lion or a car engine.
Examples.
Roar with laughter. Roar for more. The lion roared loudly, signaling its dominance over the other animals.
Pulse.
The regular heartbeat as it sends blood around the body, especially when it is felt at the wrist or side of the neck, a solid regular vibration of sound, electric current, light, or other waves.
Examples.
A weak pulse. Pulse waves. The cardiac monitor displays the intensity of your pulse.
Courageous.
Able to face and deal with danger or fear without flinching.
Examples.
Make a courageous decision. Courageous rescue attempt. He was a courageous soldier who had served his country with honor.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples.
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Disconnect.
To unfasten or disjoin something, especially to break the connection between a supply of gas, water, or electricity and a piece of equipment.
Examples.
Disconnect a plug. Disconnect the water supply. She finally decided to disconnect herself from the company.
Discord.
Lack of agreement or harmony between people or things, a disagreement or dispute, a harsh, unpleasant sound or noise.
Examples.
In discord with my friend. Discord between team members. Political discord has led to a lot of tension at family gatherings lately.